Greetings, witches. I'm going to tell you a little story today about ghost dogs. That's going to be the title of this video, is Ghost Dogs. Have you ever wondered what happens to our pets after they die? I know a lot of people like to call it crossing the rainbow bridge. I like to be a little more upfront about it. I've lost many pets in my life. You can't get to be 50 years old and love pets without losing a few. And it makes me sad to think that some people don't know what happens to their pets after they die, or their loved ones for that matter. So I've lost enough people and pets in my lifetime and had enough paranormal experiences and experiences with loved ones who have passed over to know for sure, 100% in my mind, what happens. So, without a shadow of a doubt, I can tell you that our souls live on past our bodies. Our body is a temporary experience that our eternal souls are experiencing. So we come down here, we live life as best we can, make the best decisions we can, love as many people and pets and even the earth itself. We put as much love as we can out in there. And then when we leave our bodies, we continue our eternal lives. Because this isn't real life. Real life is what happens when we leave here and before we came here. So, let me tell you about ghost dogs. This one time, my partner and I were house sitting for a couple that went to Arizona for the winter. Now in Canada, we have a name for that. It's called snowbirds. Canadians who during the winter go to the southern U.S. for a few months to escape the winter. Usually it's Florida or Arizona. And what happens, they escape the winter, they have a vacation, and they come back in the spring. So these people that we knew were going to Arizona for the winter, and they asked us to house sit for them. We were living off grid, so about once or twice a week we'd go to their house and we would shower and fill up our water and stay overnight, make sure the furnace was still running, check up on the house and the yard. So one night while we're staying there, we could hear, they took their pets with them. There were no pets, no animals in the house. It was only the two of us in an empty house. We're laying in bed, and we could hear a dog in the living room. They had hardwood floors, so we would hear a ball, like a bouncy dog ball, drop, and then go ding, 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 ding. And then we'd hear the dog's nails tick, 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 chasing the ball. And then we'd hear the ball drop, and then tick, 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 chasing the ball while the ball went tick, 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 tick. It was so clear. Like, I have never in my life heard that kind of sound without there being a dog there playing with a ball. So we both kind of sat up in bed and looked at each other. We were both hearing it loud and clear. There was no debating that there was a dog in the living room playing with a ball. But there was definitely no dog in the house. So we kind of yelled out to the dog and said, "Hey, it's bedtime, knock it off, it's time to go to sleep." And the dog did it one more time, and then that was it. Nothing else for the night. Now the next night, we're laying in bed. It was the next night or the next time we were there checking on the house. So it's kind of a funny story. We felt a dog jump up on the bed, like the whole bed kind of made its little dunk, and we felt the dog do step between us and lay down. So again, we both sit up and we look at each other like, yep, I felt that. Yep, I felt that. And we said, okay. It wasn't scary at all, actually. It was kind of funny. It was kind of shocking. And it was kind of cool. And we just said, okay, bedtime, go to sleep. And we went to sleep with the ghost dog in the bed between us. And then our last incident with that ghost dog was that we were sitting in the living room, and there was a back door out of the kitchen that went to the backyard. And there was a counter here and then a door. And we very clearly heard a dog's tail wagging and thunking on the cupboard at the door, waiting to go out. Again, we looked at each other. We're like, what? There is a dog waiting at the door to go outside. So you know what? We went and opened the door and said, okay, go outside. Let the ghost dog outside. And we were just kind of blown away. It was very cool. It was hilarious. It was fun. It was such a nice knowing that our pets are around us, even though they weren't our pets. So when the people returned from their trip to Arizona, my husband said, so have you guys ever heard of a thing called a ghost dog? And that's just a word we made up for it. We didn't know what else to say. And they both started laughing. And they said we were making bets on whether you guys would bring it up to us or not. Because yes, we've had several pets since we've lived in this house who have passed on. And they've all been buried on the property. And they're always with us in the home. They've stayed. And they hang out. And they didn't want to leave us. So I think that is a beautiful confirmation that our love for our pets survive beyond the grave. I mean, it does for people too, and I'll tell stories about people who have come back to visit me. So what this is, you can be sure of, is that it's not just people that survive beyond death. It's animals, it's pets, it's everything. And the bonds of love can hold us together from beyond the grave, from other dimensions, from other realms. Our bonds of love are forever, and our eternal souls are forever, and that includes our pets. So I hope this gives peace and reassurance to anybody who has wondered if their pets are still around them, if they've still survived. Have a great day, witches.